Welcome to Real Awaken Wild. My name is Monique Gomez, your guide to becoming spiritually embodied, learn about conscious sexuality, and awaken to the truth of who you are. This week, we are going to be talking about how to embody your erotic. So if you've grown up in the Western culture, which I'm sure many of you have, you are well aware of what sexy should look like. Both men and women have a perceived idea of what erotic is. We are inundated with images. You can type in the word erotic in any search engine, and a ton of the same kind of images come up. Usually it's thin women grabbing their underwear, biting their lip, and inviting you to her bed so she can show you how much she loves to have sex. Here's the issue with all those images. None of them are authentic. None of them are authentic to the person. They don't represent the human experience, and they don't represent what erotic truly is, our erotic nature, our creative nature. There is an idea of erotic in the culture that is what we're supposed to strive for, especially as women. We spend so much time trying to get to this place that's outside of our true erotic expression, our true authentic expression of it, that we never learn how to actually embody our own erotic nature. We're never taught what it is, how to get into the truth of our erotic self. So to embody your erotic, you need to really understand your sensuality. You need to know what your sensuality feels like. You need to explore your pleasure. So this is learning about your pleasure capacity. This is, for all my yoni owners out there, this is to intimately know your yoni. What does she feel like to you? What does she represent to you? And then, you also want to understand how your body likes to have an orgasm. Understanding your orgasmic world is a huge part of understanding your erotic nature. So these are just some of the steps that will get you to understand the authentic expression without having the pressure from the outside world telling you what erotic needs to look like for you, okay? You are a unique being, full of contradictions, waves of emotions, cycles that you need to understand and that you have to value. You are not a cookie cutter image of anything. You are a bunch of different things. You are a woman who also deserves to understand her own erotic nature, not for a lover or a partner, but for yourself, to understand what is it that this body, that your experience, that your pleasure, that your erotic nature wants to express, and how does it express? When you know that you feel at your sexiest when you're out in nature, hiking on some rocks or sitting next to a tree, and that being in a dark city loft wearing lingerie, waiting for your person to come home, that's not your authentic self, immediately that empowers you to be who you really are. Okay. When you know that, like, wow, I feel the most erotic when I'm sitting next to that tree outside in nature, when I feel, the energy coming through me, and I feel the wind, and I feel the sun, and I feel all these things and the smells, and I'm so sensual, and I'm not in the city in lingerie in a cold loft, that doesn't feel as erotic, right? It actually lets you have permission to be in that authentic expression. You don't have to look outside of yourself anymore for that permission, because it becomes very clear. This is sensual to me. This is not, okay? So erotic is a state of being in mind, body, and soul. And it's representing your creative nature. It's allowing all of you to be seen. So this is about touching your own skin and turning yourself on because you're so deeply in love with the body that you have. It's about, opening up to your pleasure and going against all of the messaging around like suffering and pain before pleasure kind of mentality. No, this is all about exploring pleasure and opening it up, that capacity for you so you could feel more. You have to understand your most intimate parts as well. That is your yoni. That is your vulva. You have to understand what is happening down there. Get to know her very intimately. Make friends with her so that you no longer depend on anyone else to teach you or show you. That includes doctors or lovers. No, you get down there. You see what she's about. You have to take responsibility for your pleasure and your sexual body. Then when you do that, you get to unleash this incredible orgasmic potential. You know, your orgasms are an explosion of sacred energy, and exploring how your body wants to experience those orgasms is now up to you. It's in your hands. And remember that your mind is the biggest sex organ and it's responsible for your orgasmic potential. What's going on in your head during your erotic expression matters. It makes a difference. So mindfulness is a really important practice if you're wanting to open up and explore more of your authentic nature, because it allows you to come back into this moment, come watch, you know, be at watch at the gate of the mind. You can create a life that is erotic in every moment. It's living in the erotic body that creates more love and understanding for yourself. So I just want to give you 5 quick ways that you can embody your erotic. So number 1, adopt a daily pleasure practice. If you're not sure what that is, go to moniquegomez.com. I got a link. You can click on it, learn all about pleasure practice. Okay. Sensual dance. This is getting into your body. This is feeling your sensuality. Self-touch. This is number 3. This is about touching your body. So even that's incorporated in your sensual dance, moving and touching your body, okay? Number 4 is give yourself a yoni massage. This yoni massage is different intention than masturbating, okay? So a yoni massage, the intention is to have space for exploration. If it becomes very pleasurable, you notice that, but orgasm is not the goal with your yoni massage. It's to get to know her with intention, with really going in and getting curious about the nooks and crannies of your yoni. And then finally, number 5, create art around your erotic expression. So this could be, you know, a painting, this can be a poem, this can be just writing, anything, a drawing, something, but use creating to get you into that erotic expression. And I just love to have a huge reminder of mindful meditation. That's just a huge part of all of this, because a daily practice, even a little bit of 5 minutes, can help you really come into your body and help you work with your mind, because that is part of your erotic expression. All right, so now I got some inner reflections questions for you that you can take with you, journal about. Number 1 is, do you embody your erotic nature? How do you do that? And then number 2, are you comfortable with your sensuality and sexuality? Let me know how this goes if you want to share in the comment box below. I love hearing from you. All right, my friend, until next time, stay curious.